Hello and welcome to another episode of Kundalini with Russell Brand, a man who admittedly has very little in the way of Kundalini training, but the Kundalini exercises are themselves somewhat self-explanatory, and perhaps as we do these breath exercises, this chanting work and this focus on the invisible dimension within us, consciousness, awareness, call it what you will, we can progress and advance together. This week we're doing a meditation for projection from and protection for the heart. It's a chanting and physical mantra process. The reason I like Kundalini Yoga, in case you don't know, although I love many forms of yoga, is because it changes your psychic state in a way that's quite identifiable. Much of Kundalini Yoga is built on what is called breath of fire. Can be nasal, can be oral. Pumping the belly while taking these rather abrupt, short breaths. This meditation, however, this process, the meditation for projection from and protection from the heart, is a chanting meditation. So we're going to be doing a little mantra together. The mantra is Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Gurudev Nameh. Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Gurudev Nameh. You won't remember it straight away. You might have to come up with a little mnemonic device. But through hearing me chant it for the next 5 minutes, you'll be able to join in with the movement too. It's done rhythmically and simply. The movement is like this. You put your hands in prayer at your heart. You sit in a comfortable position. This is known as easy pose, this little cross-legged position in Kundalini Yoga. First, with the hands together in prayer like this, we move out. The eyes will be closed when we're actually doing it. We move out in this direction. Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Gurudev Nameh. All right? Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Gurudev Nameh. So it's Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Gurudev Nameh. That's the movement. The mantra, for those of you that like this kind of thing, even though a deep vibration like this that will have been retrieved from the limitless by the rishis and the sages has meaning beyond words, and words, as I heard Kay Tempest say the other day, are merely a gateway to the thing rather than the thing itself. The prescriptive meaning of the mantra I just told you is Guray Nameh, I bow to the primal wisdom. Jugad Guray Nameh, I bow to the wisdom through the ages. Guray Nameh, I bow to the true wisdom. Siri Gurudev Nameh, I bow to the great unseen wisdom. So it's about, I suppose, tuning into the deep intelligence that keeps reality running on a biological, chemical and physical level, which of course we are comprised of which we are comprised correctly, grammatically. Okay then, whenever we do these things, we start off with the Om Namo Gurudev Namo chant 3 times, and we close with Sat Nam, 3 long Sat Nams. So to start us off, we rub the hands together. I was taught, curiously, my dad was always doing this when I was a kid. He was going like that, right, we're gonna fucking do it. He was so intense, my dad. He was always doing this sort of thing, right, come on in. Anyway, turns out that in Kundalini Yoga, you rub the hands together at the beginning. And you begin with 3 incantations of Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Join me. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Now we can begin the chant. Remember, we go out on Guray Nameh and then in and out on each line from there. Have a little look at me if you need to be reminded, and you'll pick up the chant soon enough. And of course, if you want to do it for longer, you easily can. Let's begin. Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Gurudev Nameh. Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Hard Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Guru Devay Nameh, Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Devay Nameh. Satnam Waheguru. It says that this meditation will increase your personal magnetism, which means your ability to attract, your charisma. It also says it surrounds you with protective light. A few notes on this practice. When you are chanting, bring your attention here. Focus your attention here on the third eye point. As you make the motion, Guray Nameh, the movement of the arm should align with the time it takes you to say the mantra. Jugad Guray Nameh, Guray Nameh, Siri Devay Nameh. I've done it for 5 minutes. It's usually taught for 11 minutes, going up to 31 minutes. Remember, like the people that come up with this stuff, they live in states of meditation. We think, don't we, that it's weird, the idea that someone would live in a cave on a grain of rice and just spend their whole time meditating, chanting, looking for altered states. But there are many cultures that believe that the way that we live is occupying just one small aspect of potential reality. And I suppose that would have to make physical, practical sense in multiverse theory and in quantum theory, that the sensory realm as we experience it is curated and refined. The world that we receive through the senses is necessarily limited because the senses themselves are limited and our ability to hold knowledge and information is limited. These rishis, these sages, these Sufis, these saints, these people that live on the outer reaches, the periphery of known consciousness, are able to access information, power, forces and resources that are inaccessible if you live a materialistic, rationalistic life. If you live like, I have to get up, I have to work, I have to do a job. All those realities that to a degree necessarily confine all of us as long as we live in a society that is defined by those materialistic, rationalistic ideologies. Well, we need these resources, this is how it needs to run. There are many, many ways that reality can be organised. Making the decision to connect with the spiritual world gives you access to some of those possibilities. Let me know in the comments below if there are any particular things you'd like to do meditations on or exercises on, and let me know how we can work on this practice and evolve it together. Cheers.